Hello, everyone. Whoever is watching this, my name is Dave Savage. I'm the CEO of Mortgage Coach. I have with me Anthony Savala, National Account Director, and we're going to walk you through an overview of Mortgage Coach, the lending technology platform that helps you improve your conversion. So before we get into the product and specifically what we do and how we do it, I think it's important to recognize to get the best conversion, you got to deliver the best possible customer experience. While this is one of my quotes at Digital Mortgage Conference, I mean, every executive, every loan officer is talking about this, but what is the shift that's happened? I mean, I think it's important every mortgage professional understands the shift that's happened is that it's gone from the realtor owning the customer to the customer, the home buyer makes all their decisions. They can pick the realtor, they can find the home, they can get the loan, and when you really think about the lending experience, people don't get loans because they want loans. People get loans because they want homes. So we need to start looking at the mortgage experience as though it's competing with Zillow. It integrates with that. Redfin, next most popular, how to find a home, how to search for a home. And by the way, both these companies are now in the mortgage business. Zillow's got a mortgage company, Redfin's got a mortgage. So because of this digital shift, it's empowered the mobile, the mobile revolution. And by the way, Keller Williams is in the mortgage business now too. And you can't talk about this digital shift and what's happened without talking about Rocket Mortgage. These are all the folks that are competing with you at the point of sale. So, and by the way, one last key point before we get into the competitive landscape and how Mortgage Coach helps you is big banks haven't started flexing their digital mortgage muscle. B of A, anybody who watched the World Series this year, noticed that they started advertising the digital mortgage. By the way, at Digital Mortgage 2018, one of the executives was talking about how, hey, we've got 47 million households where we basically have enough information to drive a 1003. So what does all this mean to you? You're taking time to learn about Mortgage Coach. What does this mean to you, and how do we help you? Well, first thing it means to you is that the competitive landscape has changed. At the beginning of the year, this is how many different channels of competition you had. And here we are in Q14 of 2018. You may be watching this video in 2019, but you've got a lot of different competitive channels. You've got disruptors like Open Door. You don't just have credit unions anymore. You've got different communities getting in the mortgage space. And the talk at Digital Mortgage was Amazon's getting in the mortgage space. So lots of different channels, lots of different competition. And so this is what it means to you, and this is how Mortgage Coach helps you. First big takeaway is there's an absolute battlefield being waged on your mobile phone. And I would just ask you, if you're watching this video, how are you winning with rate shoppers? How are you eliminating and reducing rate shoppers with your mobile device? Big concept number two is rate shopping is not going to stop. It's been at record levels in 2018. It's no longer a question, is someone going to rate shop you? You have to just believe that everyone is rate shopping you. And the question is, do they do it at the point of sale? And how hard do they grind? Or you know what? Do they let you pre-approve them, let you help them get them into escrow, and then start challenging? Because they're rate shopping. So in this year, billions of revenue has been lost from the cracks in the mortgage journey by loan officers and mortgage companies. In fact, if you're watching this right now, there is a good chance that you're losing more business to your competition than business you're actually closing. And you're losing it, you're losing it in a couple different places. You're losing it from the time that you pre-qual. You pre-qual, they're approved, but they don't have a home in escrow. Takes longer than ever to get that home into escrow, and you lose them, and they take a long time. Whether it's a refi or purchase, you lose them before transaction. And then the biggest gap of all is that client for life. Most loan officers have this big past customer database, and you're not getting a fraction of those loans. And so this is the process. If you're watching this right now, there's a 98% chance this is your sales process. And yet you've got gaps where you're losing business. In many cases, you're losing more business than you already have. So this is the Mortgage Coach sales process. You're watching this, and this is the process we automate with our technology, and we teach it. We believe that the transaction is going to get faster, easier, more and more automated. And we believe that if you're going to optimize conversion and you're going to have a model, a mortgage practice that excels in the future, you need to expand the box on advice. I made this blue for Blue Ocean. And you need to monetize your past customers like never before. I made that green for that's where all the profits are at. So we're going to cover a couple different ways in which Mortgage Coach automates this new 2020 modern mortgage model. So let's start with advice. So here's how we do it. Right now, your value prop, most loan officers, typical value prop is something like, I help you close loans faster and easier than everyone else. I've got great rates. And then you deliver them a fee worksheet, and we like to position this, if we were using metaphors and games, this is like playing checkers. You're playing the price and speed game, and by the way, if you're a branch manager on this call or a leader of a region, you got a lot of different loan officers doing a lot of different things. In a branch with 10 loan officers, there's 8 different ways that they're quoting rates. But in most cases, they're all playing chokers. And so what we teach you how to do, and what we power from an automation standpoint, is to have a unique value proposition, a version of this. My advice helps you build wealth and prosperity with real estate by helping you make a smarter mortgage decision. By the way, you might be on this call and say, oh, I say that, but then you deliver this. That is not consistent. That is not backing up your experience. So this is Mortgage Coach. This is the Mortgage Coach total cost analysis on a mobile phone. This is an advice experience. This is a first-time home buyer in a Pete's coffee shop doing, should I keep renting or should I buy? Doing a rip versus own. It's still, you see a lot of loan officers meeting with families in offices. And that's still a time when you help families make a decision with a modern mortgage experience. A total cost analysis. This is Jay Crowell in Seattle, does over $80 million a year in personal volume as a team, manages a region that does over $750 million. This is a modern mortgage experience. So this is an actual example of one of his experiences. You'll notice that it's got the company branding up here in the left-hand corner. It's got Jay's information, total cost analysis. You'll notice he's showing strategies, not just programs. You'll notice that he's showing the cost and the difference graphically, showing it in different windows, different horizons, 60 months, 15 years. By the way, that is what has to happen in order for something to be considered advice and not price. So this is what Mortgage Coach does. It helps you go from just playing the price and speed game to playing the advice game and the personal branding game. We'll talk more when I bring Anthony in just a minute, exactly how we help you brand. But by the way, what we're showing you here not only helps you get a better conversion rate and reduce the gap at both pre-approval and from pre-approval into escrow, it helps you get more business from realtors. Because now you're able to say, hey, not only do I keep my promises, not only do I close loans fast, but my advice helps your borrowers gain clarity faster, which creates a sense of urgency, and it helps me improve conversion. So if you're on this call and you're with a company that's already a partner of ours and uses Optimal Blue, this is an example of how you can create a total cost analysis with Optimal Blue. If you're a loan officer that's either not an enterprise partner, Anthony's going to show you how you can create a TCA, total cost analysis, but it can be as simple as just pricing your loan. This is a pricing engine, pricing a loan, and we turn it into an advice engine where you can literally pick the loans. I want this loan, want that loan, pick 2, pick 3 loans, click the Mortgage Coach advice button, and boom, out comes this personally branded advice experience. It's got the family's information. It's got your brand. You can take that link, email it, text it, Facebook it. If you have a CRM that's a partner of ours, you can send this out through your CRM for Mortgage Coach. And then, by the way, here's the beauty, and I'm going to have Anthony show this in just a minute. The family clicks on that link. If they open it up in an Android phone, they get an Android experience. And now it's a live experience. Whatever you're touching as a loan officer, it's a guided experience for the family. We call that Mortgage Coach Live. So we can stop right now, and hopefully you've seen enough to say, you know what, I need to stop playing checkers. I need to start playing chess, and I need to start delivering every family I serve a mortgage coach experience. But we're gonna, one, demo it a little bit more. I'm gonna hand it off to Anthony now. He's gonna show you, an actual live product on a mobile phone experience. And then I'm gonna share a few more ideas, and then hopefully, we'll get you signed up and we'll bring you on the mortgage coach team.
Thanks, Dave.
I see your screen.
All right, excellent. So for everyone tuning in today, the goal is that you really understand not just what Mortgage Coach does, but what it can do for you. And as Dave mentioned, really ultimately you're sending a presentation link to the customer. And now we're going to walk through what that experience looks like. So on the screen is my mobile device. Imagine I'm your customer. You sent me some mortgage information about a couple scenarios I'm taking a look at. This is what it's going to be like for me. I have to accept this disclosure initially. So it's going to tell me this is not an official loan estimate. And when I do that, it drives me right into this total cost analysis. Now you notice first thing, it's branded, it looks sleek, it's gonna match whatever strategies or scenarios you're showing the customer, and it's all unique to them. So think about all of you right now currently providing a fee worksheet. All that same information that you currently provide is in Mortgage Coach, but where we go further for you is we also add things like the performance of those loans over time. So the difference in the loan scenarios are presenting, Dave mentioned, it's pretty much endless, all the different types of loans you might want to show. And we're going to do all the heavy lifting for you. So if you'd like to show somebody the difference in total interest, rather than pulling out that calculator and doing that by hand, let Mortgage Coach do that, and you focus on, again, your advice as a mortgage professional. And so for those of you saying, well, that's pretty powerful, what else can it do? One of my favorite things to introduce you to is the ability to get more out of your time. And so with Mortgage Coach, you can actually narrate these presentations. So you can add a video presentation in which you're describing the loan scenario to the customer. So this can also be done with audio. So for those of you that are saying, hey, this would be great, I always like to make sure I explain things thoroughly, that is what's possible here in this Mortgage Coach environment. And so as we walk through, and Dave, I'll throw it to you as we go into the mobile if there's anything you'd like me to add. But I also want to show the desktop version as well.
Yeah, so nice job, Anthony. I'm going to take it back, share another strategy, and then I'll give it back to you, and we'll show how to other ways of creating a report. If you can confirm, you can see my screen, Anthony.
We can.
All right. So again, everything we do, whether it's technology, whether it's our YouTube channel, whether it's our Facebook group, it's to help you fill these gaps. And the biggest gap of all is the client for life gap. Because one, not only are you losing loans there, but once you lose that loan, you lost 5 loans. You lost a lifetime of loans. So it's all about client for life. So if you haven't already subscribed to our Mortgage Coach Productivity Mastermind group, highly recommend you do. We have over 5,000 loan officers active in this community. But this is a question that I posted recently. How many past customers do you have? By the way, if you don't know the answer to that, that's a problem. You need to know how many you have. And how many loans did you close this year? When I asked that question, most loan officers have closed less than 5%. So if they've got 100 past customers, it's like 5 loans for the year. They've got 1,000, it's do the math, The best loan officers are at 10%. Mortgage Coach loan officers are at a 10% past customer recapture rate. And why are they at that? Because one, they have a better conversation. They have a client for life value prop. Hey, not only does my advice help you build wealth with a better decision today, but I'm going to manage that mortgage over time. So you always have the best rate that's going to help you achieve the goals. And then they not only say that, they show that, And this is an example of an interview I did with Josh Metal, one of the top loan officers and team leaders in the country. Again, company brand, his personal brand, a video, breaking down mortgage strategies. By the way, every total cost analysis I'm showing right now, I've interviewed these loan officers. They're available in our YouTube channel. So you can not only see how they're driving our technology, you can hear the scripts they're using at the point of sale so that they're saying the right things and they're doing the right things to do what? Deliver a personally branded advice experience. That's what every loan officer needs to do to fill the gaps, to maximize profits. By the way, that's another huge value prop to Mortgage Coach, is that not only do we help improve conversion, we reduce price exceptions. 3 to 1. We find that loan officers that delivered a total cost analysis are 3 times less likely to get rate shot or to have to do a pricing exception than those that do. So again, we want to help you go from, hey, I'm playing the price game to I'm delivering a mortgage coach experience. So I'm going to bring it back to Anthony, and we're going to walk you through how we help you deliver this omni-channel experience, because at the end of the day, we want to help you be an advisor, not delivering price. We want to help you go from price to advice. So Anthony, I'm going to give it back to you, then I've got a couple closing thoughts.
All right, perfect. All right, excellent. So I want to walk everybody right through how you're going to practically use this day to day using Mortgage Coach. Dave hit on a bunch of different ways, strategies. Just want to show you how easy this is. So I showed you the mobile version. Imagine you've sent a total cost analysis to a buyer. They've clicked on that link via email this time. So now we're in the presentation that they're seeing. Okay, so this is the same information I showed you on mobile. You're going to notice here comes the narration as far as your narration, whether it's audio or video. But what are we looking at? This is a 5% down comparison between buying today at 4.75 and if the rates were to go up. And now what I want to show you is, imagine the client's viewing this presentation, and what if you're on the go and you need to make changes? Right from the Mortgage Coach mobile app, you could log in. You could go to that specific loan scenario and you could edit any parts of that presentation live in real time while you're talking to the customer. So this is not about, hey, I'll get off the phone, call you back. The power of Mortgage Coach is that you can absolutely elevate your game in a lot of different areas. And so as you look like your Mortgage Coach scenarios, there's plenty of templates and different strategies you can use. But the goal is that you're not tied to a PDF. You're not tied to a fee worksheet. You can package your advice as a loan professional in a myriad of ways, and we're here to help you do that.
So Anthony, why don't you go ahead and click on one of those and just make it move? I want them to feel it and see it, or change a loan amount, do something. Because guys, this is interactive. This is time savings.
Absolutely. So what I'd love to show the group is, if I wanted to pick on a loan scenario and I want to walk through it live, whether it's doing an adjustment to the purchase price, an adjustment to the interest rate. One of my favorites is this idea that, hey, I want to walk them through the presentation together. I want to actually go through it while they're looking at it with me. And so they could be 100 miles away. They could be, 5 minutes away. The goal is I can click on anything in the presentation while we're talking, and I have the ability to do a live interactive overview. And so while I'm clicking it, they're going to see those things happen. And this is all being done in real time. So this is, again, not a static report.
So guys, I want you to realize we are turning you into a modern mortgage advisor that's delivering a modern mortgage experience for a family. Because here's our thesis, here's our belief. Technology is not going to replace loan officers. But loan officers who use technology will absolutely take loans from loan officers who don't, powered by Mortgage Coach. So I want you to think about it. Where are you at right now? Are you an early adopter? Are you the shark that's going to eat market share? Are you going to get eaten? And we're here, like, signing up for our community not only gives you the technology, but it gives you the training. Because here's the deal. If you're a branch manager, you know how it is. Most of the loan officers on your team, they already have more technology than they use. Like, this is human adaptability. It's below where technology's at. And by the way, here's the reality. We already know Quicken's killing it. Do you think their loan officers use their tech, their CRM and tools? Yes. Do you think Zillow and Keller are going to drive a great experience? Absolutely. Amazon is coming into the space. It's not when, it's how. Or it's not if, it's when and how. And by the way, do you think they're going to kill it at playing checkers, the price of speed game? Absolutely. So you need to become a master of playing the advice and personal brand game. And we believe it's going to happen faster than you think. It's happening already, where loan officers that are using Mortgage Coach, we're proud to say 37% of the top 1% use Mortgage Coach today. So by becoming a part of our team, you're getting technology that helps you improve conversion rates, and you're becoming part of a community that helps you upgrade yourself rapidly. That's what we do. We have a great YouTube channel. We've got another app that we'll get into as we onboard you. So literally, if you're on this call and you're not a Mortgage Coach member, you can just click off to the left or the right of your computer, say sign up now, pay for Mortgage Coach monthly at $90 a month. You know, if you are watching this and you know you're with a company that's an enterprise partner, you can let them know. But we make sure that you are an expert. We've got an app called Rate Watch, which I'm not going to demo right now, other than to make the point that green means rates are getting better, red means rates are not getting better. So we've got these two amazing apps. We've gone into the total cost analysis in detail. When you roll out, once you've signed up, we will help you get these installed. We will help you learn how to use these. Also, you know, we have this amazing Facebook group. You know, you can join our amazing Facebook group today. It's Mortgage Coach Productivity Mastermind. This was a success story posted recently where a loan officer, you know, had posted a story saying, hey, I just won a loan where the client was shopping me. I didn't even know it. She informed me that today that 2 other lenders actually had better rates. She sent them my total cost analysis, asked them, you know, about it. And they're like, I don't know anything about it. So she went with me because of my transparency and education, even though I didn't have the best rate. Here's another success story where a loan officer had been trying to get business from this realtor. He talked to him about one of our strategies. He showed our technology. He was able to get more business. So we not only provide the technology, but we teach you how to use it. We have top loan officers from our community where we're sharing strategies. This video from Josh Metal, he was actually competing for a first-time home buyer with 7 different lenders. I mean, nightmare, you know, first-time buyer, competing with 7 lenders. I interviewed him. He told me his scripts. He told me his sales strategies, and then he showed how to use Mortgage Coach. So our hope is this has been a valuable, you know, 25-minute-ish of your time. You can click to sign up. You're watching this from within the platform where you can either sign up or click to get your questions answered. Anthony, anything else you want to cover before we wrap up this quick overview of Mortgage Coach?
You know, I would just say that the hardest step is the first step, and that's really all you need to do. Make that commitment to Mortgage Coach, and we'll take it the rest of the way.
All right. Hey, we look forward to having you active in our communities. We look forward to your success stories, and we hope this was a valuable few minutes of your time. Have a great day.